Hello, and thank you for having me here this evening. I was asked to speak about tools and social media in the school setting. Currently, I am enrolled in a graduate course that discusses the Web 2.0 technologies and social media and how we can incorporate them into current curriculums. Certainly, there are a plethora of ways to include these in the classroom. However, I'm going to discuss a few that I have researched and will be using in my own classroom. Just note, I have not actually used these in practice as I am not in the school district yet while I'm finishing up my master's. Also, I suggest you start off small and think big. Incorporating technologies into social media, into curriculums can be difficult for teachers and students to become cultured to. However, they are a great resource to have available in your classroom. So, Twitter is the first thing I would like to show you. I'm going to actually pull up my Twitter page. Hopefully it loads. Oh, there it is. It'll probably reload again. So, for those of you who don't know, Twitter is a social media site where you can write or tweet 140 characters at a time. So you might be thinking it's silly right now to use social media in the classroom, and you might be thinking, how is that beneficial for our students to be on social media during the school day? Using this tool in your classroom, students, parents, and administrators can receive updates about the class right on Twitter. Teachers can create microblogging posts saying, don't forget about the quiz tomorrow, or students can use it to post an answer for an out-the-door ticket. Twitter also has conversations that are trending, and students can join the buzz. They can also retweet important information to their fellow peers and see that information come up on their news feeds. So if you take a look at my Twitter, I have at Miss Pizzola, so that is my professional Twitter account. And as you can see, I'm a part of these conversations about edchat.org, a couple of educational technology teachers. So those are what'll be popped up on my news feed. So here you see you have a news feed where all the education people that I follow Education Nation, anything comes up, right? So it's things that I can use and see in my classroom. So what students would be able to do, I would be able to follow students, students would be able to follow me, vice versa with parents, etc. So also in my future class, Twitter will be very helpful the day before a test. So think about it. If students are having trouble with a review sheet or problem, or they just have a quick question and they can't get to you, they can just tweet at Miss Pizzola and I can answer quickly. Yes, 140 characters is not a long response, but I can tweet a picture of the answer or a link to a video to help them. I know it might be tough to get used to right now, but don't we as educators want to facilitate educational conversations? And Twitter is a great resource to let that happen between students. So the next thing I would like to talk to you about is podcasting. So podcasting is a great Web 2.0 technology that we can use in our curriculum. So podcasting is very versatile when it comes to different school subjects. It can be used in English, math, foreign language, art, social studies. It gives students a chance to express themselves without being in front of the camera, in front of the class, doing a PowerPoint presentation. They could do it in their own, they can do it at home, or they can even do it in the classroom. So we as teachers can also know if they grasp a topic by how well they explain it. And they don't always have to write a paper, so usually we want a short response or a long essay. But using podcasting, they can talk and explain how they got to that answer or to answer that question. So for example, students can write a radio drama based on a historical event and record their show. They could even add commercials. Or another example is that students can write and record short stories, and then they can add music or sound effects to it. Teachers might want to record students as a fluency assessment or as foreign language pronunciation activities. So teachers can sit there with students and they can record their show, and then teachers can replay it to them and point out where exactly they went wrong so students can hear what they're doing wrong instead of just guessing in their head. So once the podcast is recorded, students can upload them onto services like Google Drive and YouTube. So there are thousands of free recording apps and software that you can use on your tablets, your laptops, your iPhone. These are things like AudioBoo and SoundCloud. So if you go on edteacher.org, which is a great tool for educational technology. So here is apps for the iPad. There are apps for Chrome, so if you use Google Chrome, and then there's apps for Android for adding and editing audio. Sorry, as you can see, technology is not on my side right now. So anyway, as you can see, hopefully, as the scrolling was going kind of fast, most of these apps are free, which is wonderful because we as school districts, we love the word free. We like to use those resources out there without spending our money. So if I was a math teacher, an example I would have is a student use a podcast to explain to another student how to solve one-step equations. So then I would grade it as a quiz instead of them having them do out a numerical problem. They would have to explain it. So using the podcast would help me as a teacher understand if the students know their thought process behind the actual math problem, so they can actually talk about it and it'll understand and help them further. So the last one I would like to show you is it's an idea called social bookmarking. So social bookmarking is a Web 2.0 technology, and there's software out there like Diigo and Delicious where you can save articles, websites, links, and you can share them with others, so you're able to access all of your bookmarks from the cloud. So that means any Wi-Fi connected device, you can access your sites. There's no need to email yourself links anymore or only be able to access them on your home computer. So now you're probably thinking, how might this be useful in the classroom? Well, group projects are the big idea that comes to mind for me. So if students have a group page where each of them posts their links, all of them can access the research articles and videos the group might need in one central location from anywhere. So it's easy and convenient for students to access. As a teacher, you can be connected to the groups and pages and monitor if the sites are being used to ensure that they are legitimate. So social bookmarking can be used for students, but another great thing is that you can use it as professionals. So I want to show you, again, my computer is very slow. So this is my Delicious account where I have bookmarked a lot of the blogs and education blogs that I like to use. And if you look at my Diigo account, when it loads, I have a library. And in that library, where is it? So anyway, people can look at my library, for example. So it says last minute gift ideas. So people will be able to connect to this thought catalog article for last minute gift ideas if you need something. So you can follow people, you can add people to your Diigo, and then that way you're able to access it from anywhere, and teachers as professionals can share their ideas. Again, I want to reiterate to start small. You don't want to change many things at once. So it's an important tool to incorporate these Web 2.0 technologies and social medias slowly, that students and teachers grow accustomed to it. There are plenty of more technologies out there that I haven't even mentioned or even touched upon. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me at a later date or just ask me any questions now, and I'd love to talk about it.